Bam! What's up, my YouTube fam? Yes, this is a different knife than the usual K2 that you see me starting the video with, but I figured since this was a Microtech video, it was only proper to start the video with a Microtech. This is a carbon fiber Microtech Ultratech. It is the Spartan version with, there we go, LMAX steel. And it's got the Gladius blade, double-edged Tonto. Beautiful knife, and I've got a video on how I came to acquire this. This is my first day with this knife, and I have a video that I'm trying to upload. I've been having issues with, for some reason, videos don't want to upload. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to work through it. But I also shot a video already on this Marifone Microtech here, and it just would not upload. I think something was wrong with the video. And I ended up having to just delete it and just redo it because I tried 4 different times to upload it. I tried editing it down. I tried cutting the end and beginning out, and I tried everything, and I just could not get the video to upload. So I think something was wrong with it. So I just deleted it, and I'm gonna have to redo it. And that's what this is to show you guys this sweet knife. So and I've also got a video that I'm still trying to get uploaded on how I acquired this. It is an awesome story on how I got this, and geez, man, I'm so blown away. That kind of hints to how I may have gotten it, and I'll go ahead and tell you. Scott Williams is a new friend of mine. He and I just became buddies not long ago. Scott Big Bore Williams on Instagram. He gifted me this knife. He knew I didn't have any Microtechs. He knew I didn't have any OTFs that were worth a crap. I got a few cheapos. But man, he gifted me this knife, and I guess for YouTube's sake, we're gonna call it payment for me sharpening some of his knives. But he just knew what I did and didn't have, and knew what I liked, and knew that I had been wanting to get one of these. I'm still, unfortunately, out of work due to my hip replacement surgery. Hopefully, I'm gonna be back to work soon once my doctor finally releases me. But man, I was so unbelievably excited. I love this thing. And man, I can't even say enough about it. But for now, we're going to lay it down right here, and we are going to discuss this beautiful box right here. And I am going to shut this door next to me and get over here where I can handle this thing properly, because I'm so terrified that I'm going to drop it. I've been scared since I got it out. I've only handled it a couple of times. I tried to minimize handling because it doesn't belong to me. It does belong to a friend of mine, a Cuminous Edge, or a Cuminous Edge, however you want to say it. I've been saying a Cuminous or Cuminous or whatever, but yeah, so Marifone Custom Knives. This box, the packaging, man, is, I think I've said this before. You guys know, if you've been watching a while, I'm a huge fan of good packaging. Kaiser does that with some of their knives. I don't know if they do it with all of them. I know a lot of them come in the little zipper pouches, but they also have a line like that. Like this guy here, this Kaiser Nomad, it came in like a Velcro flip top pouch that was inside a box covered with paperwork and nice little, had a nice presentation paper on top, and then a magnetic box inside another sleeve, and it was just a really beautiful job. So I love when companies do that. I love when they do a nice presentation. And this knife has that. It's a beautiful, beautiful box. And I mean, this is no ordinary paper cardboard, guys. This is super thick, super high quality. I mean, this is not no paper. You can't just bend that. This is super high quality stuff. When you open it up, you've got the Marifone Custom Shop logo there. This is actually metal. This is a metal Velcro patch. In most cases, let me scoot this up a little bit. I tell you what, this knife deserves to have some room, so I'm gonna scoot some of this stuff if you guys don't mind. Sorry, a little uncoordinated. I'm trying to keep this video short so that it will actually upload. But when you open this up, you've got, this didn't come on here, I just stuck it on there, but yeah, when you open it up to begin with, it's actually inside here, and it's got a fleece lined pouch here. The white stitching is awesome. It's got his signature there. I mean, it's got some elastic strapping there. You've got another metal Marifone custom shop logo there. It's just a metal little medallion there on the zipper. Very, very nice packaging. Down in here, lay that down. Down in here, you've got your not microfiber. I think it is microfiber. But anyway, the cloth with the custom logo on there. You've got your declaration of authenticity. This one has a birth date of 10/2018. It is serial number 5. And if any of you guys know the deal on these, you'll know that there's only 20 of each one made of these customs, or at least that's what I've been told. Some of this is not, you know, not my numbers and not my knowledge. This knowledge comes from my friend Acuminous Edge, who this knife belongs to. And I would assume, since this is number 20 of the 20 that were made, I mean, not number 20 of this one, but there were 20 custom Socom Elites made. And he has all 20 now with the addition of this one. So I'll slide this baby out for you guys so you can see it. It is beautiful. It is abalone, which from what I have been told is a shell of a shelled creature that I'm assuming it's an ocean-based creature out in the West Coast. It's an abalone shell, and then you've got this blue, this beautiful bluish purple outline around the abalone, and you can see on the swedge there on the blade, it's mirror polished, unlike any mirror polish I've ever seen. You got your what looks like a ceramic ball glass breaker on bottom there, and of course, if you guys know about Socom Elites, they are not flippers or anything like that. They are thumb stud deployment. They even give you kind of a spot there to show you the direction of deployment. When you're deploying this knife, it's not you don't have to stick your thumbnail in there and bam, you know, flip it open. They have such amazing action. And I've handled I think one standard production run Socom Elite, and it had pretty good action. I can tell you this, from opening and handling this thing to make sure everything was copacetic on it, man, I can't even explain the way the action is on this thing. It is so smooth. That's effortless. I mean, I barely did that, and it is not assisted. I can show you here. I mean, it is, let me get it past the detent there. It is not assisted, but I mean, it just flies out there. So I will show you here, and this thing is a fingerprint magnet, so my apologies to Acuminous if he sees my fingerprints on here. Look at there. Let's see, there's my phone. There's my big old head right there. Haha. And it's kind of warped because I'm, you know, so far away, but if you get up close, let's see if I can get you I mean, it's more clear than a mirror. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's my lights over the mirror over there. But it's a mirror polish with what looks like a hand rubbed or a satin flats. He said that he thinks it's hand rubbed, and I think he's right. You can see the directional scratches there where I believe that's hand rubbed. But man, it is so sharp and so pretty. I've seen a lot of polished, mirror polished blades and a lot of mirror polished materials over the years. I've never seen anything polished that good. I've never seen anything that clear with a polish like that. And the last flip, I had my fingers in the way there, so I didn't get it out. And then the blade grind is another thing entirely. The blade grind on this thing is beautiful too. It's a compound grind with a swedge. The flats, how it kind of looks like a harpoon there, is just so attractive. No matter how you have the lighting, you can still see those flats, and it just makes it so attractive. And the ergonomics on the Socom Elite are great anyway, but I just love, you know, the jimping up front there where you can get up on top of it. I love the jimping in the back, but I mean, it's just such a cool knife. I love the tip on that thing. Look how the swedge gets, you know, you got your thick right there by the jimping, and it gets thinner, and then it starts swelling out again right there on that swedge. And I mean, that is a beefy tip. You're not breaking this tip. That being said, I don't think we're going to be using this for prying. I don't think, you know, I don't know how Acuminous does his stuff. I don't know if he uses these at all. It may just be collection pieces. I know what I would be doing if I had it, and that is sticking it in a glass case. And just looking at them, man, because they're beautiful, and being that they're so rare, there's no way that they're ever going to go down in value. I'm sure they're going to go sky high. But I just wanted to give you guys a look at this thing. I've got some more Socom Elites, a couple more customs and production models, and an auto on the way. They'll be here in just a couple of days. I'm going to hang on to this one until those get here so we can look at them side by side. One thing I will say is this does have a little bit of lock stick. It's not bad, but it's there. And lock stick, what I have learned being in the knife world for as long as I have, is lock stick, especially in custom knives, is to be expected. There's a lot of manufacturers out there that like it. They like to have a little bit of lock stick, and I don't mind it either. It just lets me know that it's really locking up. There's no worry on whether or not that lock is engaged. When you're dealing with titanium against steel, like with that Spyderco K2, I had some lock stick on it when I first got it, but it was more than was acceptable. So of course I had to do something about that. It's pretty standard to get larger titanium knives with lock stick. It's pretty standard. My Spidey Chef had a little bit of lock stick, but it was just a tiny amount, so it was okay, and it usually works its way out. But apparently it's something that is not a bad thing in the custom knife world. Apparently there's a lot of them out there with it, and a lot of people who collect custom knives are aware of it and have no issue with it, and nor do I. I don't mind it at all. I would rather have a little bit of lock stick than have a lock that has play in it, so if you have to go one way or the other, I would say lock stick is fine. Oliver just came in here, my corgi that you guys met on the previous video. He just came in to check in and say hey. Hey Oliver, what you doing, boo boy? What you doing, boo boy? You want back out? Go ahead. Anyway, that was pretty much all this video was about, guys, was just giving you a look at this beautiful, beautiful... Oh, and I didn't mention, these are aluminum, I do believe. It's a pass-through construction there. And it is M390 blade steel. And I love it. It is gorgeous. I've never handled a knife quite this beautiful. I mean, it is a gorgeous knife. And Acuminous knows that, or he wouldn't have been ordering them all. So he's got some great taste, and I'm super excited that he was gracious enough to let me handle all of these knives that he's been sending me. He's become a great friend of mine. And another big shout out to my buddy Scott. Scott Big Bore Williams. If you don't follow him on Instagram, please go do that and tell him that Lee said, or Bama Knife Guy, Bama, whatever you want to call me. Go tell him that Bama said hey, and that Bama said he's an amazing guy, because he is. I'm so blown away by this. Man, the generosity of both of these guys, Acuminous Edge and Scott, is above and beyond what most best friends do for each other. So really impressed with these dudes, and really glad to call them friends. So but that's it. I'm going to have a little bit more of a review going on with these Socom Elites in a few days when the other ones get here, so be looking out for that. Also will be a full review on that Ultratech, that Microtech Ultratech Spartan LMAX steel, and got a few other reviews coming up. And do a full review of this Stone Creek fixed blade. I've got actually myself, I have a Praetorian on the way, and that's an exciting one, so I can't wait for it. It should be here tomorrow, so I'll give you a first impressions out of the box review of that one. I am going to start doing unboxing videos. I've had a bunch of people on my case about not doing unboxing videos, and I agree with that, because I feel like I'm kind of cheating by pulling it out, looking it over, making sure there's no problems, and then shooting a video. It makes it kind of seem, not as authentic when I'm giving you my first impressions if it's not on camera. So I'm changing that. I've been asked by numerous people to please do that, so I'm going to oblige and do unboxing videos. So as long as the mail runs like it's supposed to, you will see an unboxing of a Praetorian tomorrow, and it is an exciting day for me, because I've always wanted one of those. Also coming up is going to be a review of this Michael May custom that I got from Patty. So real quick, my normal thank yous to everybody: Woodland Tactical, Super Steel Steve, Tom Hosang, Outpost 76, Alex's Knife Box, Acuminous Edge, Scott Big Bore Williams, of course Patty's Potato Killers. If any of you guys aren't subbed to any of those channels, if there's even one of those channels that does not ring a bell, please go check them out. I owe a lot of my followers and viewers on YouTube and Instagram to these guys. They promote me. They're such wonderful people, and there's such a plethora of different knife content with all of those guys that it's really easy to find something that you're into, no matter what type of stuff you like. Also, BJ Hill has a new channel. Please go check out BJ Hill. It is Hilltop Knives and Gear. please go check him out and give him some love. That's it, guys and gals. I love you. I'm out.